Why did you leave Chicago?
In fact, my Carisha, please.
It was a thought. I came here to visit. I made my decision and like things aligned so perfectly. Fake relationships. I was just so drained from that life.
I'll share my world with you. You're gonna waste your time. To waste your time with me.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today is October the 14th. It is Saturday. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also today's video is going to be a little different from what I normally give you guys with the vlogs. But this video is going to answer the question that I get a lot. And that question is, why did I move to Texas? Why did you leave Chicago? Those are the two main questions I'll be getting. So I'm going to answer all in one video and break it down to you guys. Why, and why. Wait a minute. We gotta get this move, set this move right. Hold on a second. That's not like it. I'm gonna answer your questions on why did I move out of Chicago. So the first reason why I'm going to Chicago was because, number one, I lived there my entire life. Like, I'm 30 years old now. Like, 30 years in Chicago, that's a long time. Like, I've seen the same scene, the scenario, people, the lifestyle, it just gets old there. So it was like, it was very much time for me to go. And I used to live in Atlanta when I graduated high school back in the end of 2010, coming to 2011. I moved to Atlanta for a year and then I moved back to Chicago. And I told myself one day I'm gonna move right back out of Chicago, and I didn't know where I wanted to go from there. So it kind of came to California, and then it went to Vegas, and then it went back to California, and then out of nowhere it came Texas, which was where I'm at right now. But yeah, that's kind of like one of the main reasons why I wanted to leave Chicago. But of course there were other things behind that reasoning, but I'm gonna tell you that all in this video and in just in a second. I have to get a drink. That's one thing we left this video. Okay, y'all know that I needed my drink before we even started, so we're gonna get this drink first. Matter of fact, my Carisha, please.
Can I get a Carisha, please?
Okay, guys, that's more like it. Okay, of course, you guys know I had to have a drink on set. Like, who doesn't have a drink on set? Like, we needed drinks on set. This is the condiment to the whole conversation. Right back into it. So, why did I leave Chicago? Why did I move to Texas? The reason why I left Chicago was I just wasn't motivated enough there. Like, you guys know I have my business there, and I just felt like during my younger days, my early 20s and coming out of high school, like I was so creative, I was so motivated. I was like so inspired by like things in Chicago that I seen, and like just the lifestyle that people lived, and like the new things that I've never seen before that kind of like opened my eyes a little bit more about Chicago and like, you know, different places. And like when I grew up a little bit older and like around close to me becoming 30, like I just wasn't as motivated. I wasn't really inspired anymore. It was like I needed a new scene. I needed to be around everything new to get that flame back that I used to have, you know, growing up. So it was like, I knew it was time for me to go because of that. And then another reason was because I just wanted to like take a risk. Like, we get so comfortable in like certain situations and certain places that we're used to, and it creates this lifestyle of us always being comfortable. And you guys know that when you're in a comfortable place, you're never really growing. You're just maintaining and just going with the flow of what you're normally used to. So I just saw myself in like a way bigger place, and I saw myself somewhere different, doing different things, but you know, still having the same mindset. Like, I had to change my whole mindset before I got here, and I just prepared myself for this. I just knew like this is where I wanted to be, and I had a plan before I got here. Like, before I moved, I like literally planned this like a year before I actually moved here back in 2022. I saw the vision in my head and I was like, you know what? I think Texas might be the place. So I ended up coming here to visit in May of this year, 2023. And then I came back home and made my decision. I was like, you know, I'm gonna move to Texas. So guys, see, like everything that I envisioned in my head happened, but of course, you know, there were challenges along the way, but I mean, it was meant to happen. Like everything aligned perfectly to me coming here. Like I was saying about taking risks, like you really just have to go with your gut feeling sometimes. Like sometimes God will give you this vision and he will give you this journey that he has for you, and he will take you along the way. And I feel like that's what he did with me. Like it was a thought, I came here to visit, I made my decision, and like things aligned so perfectly until I got here. Like I didn't have any problems getting here. Transferring my job wasn't a problem. Money wasn't an issue because I was prepared for things that came up that was unexpected. Like everything was just like so perfect when moving here, and I couldn't be like more thankful and more grateful for that. Like literally. But it was just like a really good moment in my life, like something I'm proud of, because like a lot of people don't do stuff like that. Like a lot of people just don't jump up and move their comfort zone in their hometown. So just to say I even did that, like that says a lot about myself. And you know, like some days I'll just sit in my apartment and be like, wow, like I actually had this moment actually today. I was sitting here eating breakfast and I had this moment, I'm like, damn, like look where I'm at. Like this was literally a fucking thought, and I'm actually like living a life that I envisioned in my head. So I was like, if I can do that, like just think about what else I can do. So I just be like sitting here thinking like, what can I do next? Like, okay, I visioned to move here and I got here, like what's next for me? So planning to do some other things, you know, of course that takes some time. I just moved here, so everything is gonna be timing. And I'm just, you know, preparing myself for bigger things here, and I'm just excited about what's to come. But I just want to tell you guys, like, just take risks. Like, you just never know, like, what life has planned for you or where you can go if you just decide to leave what I call the nest. And that's your hometown, because that's where you're from and that's where you were born. So you're gonna always have that special place in that comfort zone right there. So I just feel like that's one thing that a lot of people need to do, is learn to take risks. Like you just never know like what is gonna come out of that, like just taking that risk. So I would say take a risk if you guys, you know, are in the position to want to do that. Like just do it. And another reason why I left Chicago was because I just felt like it was like a dead end for me. Like, have you guys ever felt like you're stuck somewhere? Like, say like you're like stuck at a job that you hate, and like you don't feel like you're gonna end up like leaving a job one day. That's kind of what it felt like. I kind of felt like Chicago was like a dead end to me, and I just had to like really pull myself out of that situation and out of them thoughts. That's when I decided I needed to move to Texas, because I'm like, I wanted to move to California. That was like where I really wanted to move before I moved here. But like just with this whole inflation thing and like prices rising and whatever, I was like, that would be like a wrong move. So I kind of feel like later on down the line, like, excuse me, that's somewhere I would go. But right now I'm kind of like enjoying my time and my moment here in Texas. So maybe in the next couple of years, you never know, I'll be doing this again and be moving to California like I always wanted to. And also I wanted to move to Vegas too. That was actually, so a lot of people who I told I wanted to move to Vegas was because I wanted to move to Cali first, like I said, and then I had said Vegas. So I actually ended up going out to Vegas to visit and actually look at apartments. And I did like Vegas, but it just wasn't too much of my vibe, because like I try to like get myself out of where all the party scenes and like where everything is happening at, and take myself out of that somewhere outside of that just to stay more focused into like what I wanted to do. Like not just coming here to party, but like actually like get on the business and do like, you know, follow my dreams, follow whatever goals I have. So that place, it wasn't really doing it for me. Like it was more like getting close to California just because I knew it was like 2 or 3 hours away. So that's the only reason why I really said Las Vegas. But when I went there, I liked it. I had a great time, but I just didn't think like, it didn't feel like home to me. So I was like, this couldn't be it. So I ended up going back home and making that decision that Vegas wasn't for me, and then that's when the pandemic happened. So that's when Texas came, when I came to visit. Well, actually, before I came to visit, I thought about it. I was looking into it online, like YouTube and Google, and seeing like people's, you know, experiences and stuff there. So that's what kind of made me go visit. But I'm excited that I did that. I'm excited that I made this move because I feel like it was the right move. And moving along, to answer the question, another reason why I left Chicago was because like relationships, people as far as like friends, I just got drained from certain people, fake relationships. Just so drained from that, like the whole dating scene down there, and even like just being social down there. It's just like it can just kind of drain you a little bit because like you see the same people from time to time, and you meet new people, and it just turns out to be just like other people that you talked to before, and it didn't really go anywhere. And like sometimes you would think like it's you, that it could possibly be you, but like also if you think about it, like think about the different patterns that people show and like the different traits that people come off as, personality wise and stuff like that, the type of persona people show, like it just all gets draining, like when you meet new people and they don't turn out to be the person that you thought they were from the beginning. So I was meeting a lot of those type of people, and it was kind of draining to me. And also even like dating life down there, like everybody knows each other, everybody even did something, either slept with each other or been around the bush with somebody, and it's just like, why? Like why is y'all all sleeping with each other? Like it's just crazy. But I mean, that's just how this community is as far as like the whole gay scene. So it's very small in Chicago, so I can kind of see why. But I've never been the one to kind of include myself into just, you know, doing anything with anybody. So I'm very more reserved for myself for when I want to get in a relationship. So I don't want to like do too much with, you know, being out there like that. So I kind of have more respect for myself and more respect for the person I tend to date or that I want to date whenever I meet him. So it's just like, that was very draining for me. Like before I even left, I was, you know, talking to someone and it was going so great, and then things went downhill. Like I think it was like month 3 we were talking, and it went downhill very fast, and we ended up not even talking to each other anymore and just going separate ways. And that was that. But after that, I was like, I'm just like not even gonna start dating anymore. After that, I just wasn't in the space, and I didn't have the energy for it anymore because I've given so much of myself to so many people since I've been living there. So it was just like, I just know that whoever I ended up dating would not be living in Chicago. So I just knew like it was time for me to go. The reason why I left Chicago was new opportunities. Like I want better for myself. So I just felt like Chicago gave me all that it could give me. And I knew that there's something bigger out there for me. So I knew that Texas was probably gonna be it for me. And as you guys know, I do have a business called Brian Sauce Fashion House, which is an optical eyewear company. And I kind of figured that Texas would be a good market, you know, for my company, since this is like a hot state, you know, sun's always here, it's always high, and people's always out. So I'm like, this will be a good location to start my business here and bring it here in Texas. you know, with so many people here. So I just thought that that would be a great idea. And Houston is like right next to Dallas, so it's only 3 hours away. So I could always travel there to do events and, you know, get my name out there too as well. So I was like, that would be a good idea too. So I kind of thought about all of that. I thought about it for my business, and I also thought about it for my personal life as well. And I kind of felt like it was 50-50 with both. Like it was given, like I felt like it was a good plan for Brian Sauce Fashion House, and it was also a good plan for Brian. So I was like, you know what? I gotta make this happen. Like I had all this long list of things of why I needed to move here. So I'm like, why not make it happen? So it was time to make motion. But like I said, everything flowed perfectly from the moment I came here to visit all the way up until the first day I got here. Like everything flowed perfectly, and I just knew like this is where I needed to be. But just thinking about it now, like damn, I moved out of Chicago is crazy. Like I've been there for freaking just about 30 years of my life, and yes, I moved once to Atlanta. That was a taste, but I didn't really get the full grown experience when I moved to Atlanta. Like I actually like hopped on a plane and moved with somebody, and it didn't work out, so I ended up moving back to Chicago, and I was stuck there ever since. But like I did this on my own. Like I literally got in the car, packed it up, and just like came here and set everything up, my apartment, like everything prior to me coming here. I came straight to a place. I didn't move with anybody. I didn't stay at a hotel. I didn't do an Airbnb. I didn't do none of that. I came straight here day one as soon as I got here, and like it's just crazy how like everything escalated to this. And I be like in awe sometimes. I'm like, damn, like I really did this. Like, damn. But it's just crazy because I'm like so excited about, you know, what the future has for me here, and like new opportunities and like new things here. So yeah, I mean, it's all coming together. So I'm excited, and I'm excited for you guys to, you know, continue to see my journey and continue to see me blossom here and grow as a person, and also grow my business here. And I'm just excited. Like also with this YouTube thing, I've been loving it. I've been like saying assistant. I've been more focused on everything and just getting things together. But yeah, this is gonna be like a really good journey in my life, and I'm very excited for you guys to like see everything as I continue to keep making these type of videos and the vlogs, and just being more open to my life, which I'm very much open. I feel like I am, but you know, I'll keep some things personal, but you know, I am open with things that I do and stuff like that. So I'm excited that you guys get to see more of me, especially like with this whole moving process. Like you guys get to see me do so much stuff when I get new stuff, and then like me going places and like stuff like that. So I hope you guys been enjoying like the vlogs and everything. And if you guys haven't been watching my vlogs, please tune in to them and please check them out. Like I do have some fun, and I do some stuff at home, but everything is a process. So like I said, like this whole vlog thing is you guys getting to be inside my life and see like my progress from step one to continue to keep going up the ladder. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that I got to answer you guys' question of why did I move to Texas and why did I leave Chicago, because I feel like I gave you guys a lot of reasons why. So hopefully I answered that question tonight, but if I didn't, just hit the comment button and ask whatever you want to ask, and I'll answer it the way you want me to answer it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.